guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Allison. I post content about my personal finances as well as productivity and just lifestyle content as well. Today's video is going to be a May goals breakdown video. At the beginning of the year, I made a bunch of New Year's goals that I wanted to accomplish in 2024, and how I decided to go about reaching all of my goals was to break each one of the bigger goals into monthly goals so that every month I can check things off, see how I'm doing, keep kind of an accountability and progress on how I am doing to reach my goals. And honestly, I feel like it's been working really well. I enjoy setting goals, but also I feel like doing it this way and breaking them down into smaller goals is really helpful and honestly helps keep you a little more motivated and on track. That way it's not like one big giant scary goal at the beginning of the year and then you kind of forget about it, or you know, if you don't reach the goal within like 2 months, you're like, oh, whatever. Or even the first month. So I like to break them down into smaller goals. Track, I use the notes app just on my phone and check them off when I've accomplished whatever I've checked off. I have these broken down into 4 main categories. So the first category that we are going to start off with is my finance goals. So my first goal was to save $300 towards our house fund, and I did actually only save $250. I'm not upset about this. This is also, saving for a house is not like our main priority. It's just something that I want to do to help us be a little bit closer to our goal of buying a house possibly next year. Our main priority is to pay off a lot of our debt right now and then focus on getting a house, but I do think it's still important to put a little bit away in my savings, at least for this, because it is something that is going to be coming up for us relatively soon, and I can also pay off my debt while saving. So it's not like the end of the world that I didn't reach that goal, because it is just like not a priority kind of goal right now. The next thing was I wanted to pay $650 towards my car, and I ended up paying $700. So that is one of my debts that I do want to try to pay off faster, just because it does have an interest rate. And I got 3 paychecks, so I knew that I was going to be able to have a little bit more wiggle room and put more towards my car. So that's super exciting. My actual payment is only like $330, so I was able to put a good amount extra towards that, and I can allocate that specifically towards the principal. If you don't know, is better to do that, because then you're bringing down the overall loan and the interest rate goes off of the principal, so then yeah, you're not getting as much interest because the principal is going down, if that makes sense. So yeah, that was an exciting goal. The next one was to pay $500 towards my student loans, which honestly I kind of forgot that this was during May. I feel like this was so long ago, but I did get my tuition reimbursement from my employer, so I paid $1,900 towards my student loans, which completely paid my student loans off, so that was amazing. And then the next goal was to pay $1,300 towards my credit card debt, which I knew that this was going to be able to be a little bit higher again because I knew that I had 3 paychecks this month. I did end up putting $2,300 towards my credit card debt, so that was super exciting. It's still, my credit card debt is still a little bit higher than like obviously I would want. Obviously I would like to have none, but with the wedding and everything, it's just kind of been a little bit crazy. I also had an issue with my car. We saved for a lot of the stuff for the wedding so that we wouldn't be in debt for it, so it's really not from that. It's just like other life things that have been happening to me because I'm the kind of person, like, and anybody who knows me will vouch for this, but like I'm the kind of person who like bad things happen to like all the time, or like when something bad happens, like 2 more bad things happen, and then I'm just stressed and anxious. So I did reach that goal, but also still have credit card debt. So yeah, we're working on it. We're trying, we're actively working on it and getting better. So that's all that matters. That's all I can really do. we take it one payday at a time here. The next one was to save $150 for my teeth whitening, which I did get done already, because now by the time I'm filming this, it's like a little bit into June, so I've already gotten my teeth whitened for the wedding. I don't really know if you can tell. I wouldn't waste your money on it. The thing I got done was the Zoom whitening, and it just through my dentist office. Honestly, I wouldn't waste your money if you were thinking about doing it. One, it's pretty painful because by the time you do like 4 rounds of it, by the time we get to the 4th round, your teeth are extremely sensitive, and even just like the wind touching my teeth was excruciating. So I don't know, and I honestly don't really notice that much of a difference, so that felt like a waste of money. But long story short, I did save $150 for my teeth whitening, and that was all my financial goals, so I did pretty good. I kind of set these goals based on like the projections like of my budget, and I feel like, again, a lot of people might look at this and be like, oh well, you could have moved $50 from, you know, the car towards your savings, the saving for the house, or the debt to reach all of your goals. But like I said, saving for a house is not my main priority right now. Like, yes, I would love to put more towards saving for the house, but honest to God, truly, paying off our debt is what is going to help us even further in the future to get a better mortgage rate or a higher loan amount. So super worried about saving that extra $50 for the house. I would rather pay down my debt, like increase my credit score, all those kinds of things to again set myself up and slowly save to get a house. Moving on, next section is my personal goals. So my first goal was to read 2 books, and I'm very proud of myself because I think the last month, maybe the last 2 months, I've been slacking on my reading. The first book was For the Last Time by Heidi Perks. Honestly, I mean, I did like the book. I would maybe give it like 3 stars. I do feel like it was kind of long and like drawn out for the twist that it was, because I really like thriller books. Like, that's just pretty much my only genre that I really enjoy reading. I don't know, it wasn't my favorite. It was kind of just average, and again, it did feel very long. And then the second book that I read was The Teacher by Freida McFadden. I'm a huge Freida McFadden fan because I feel like her books are just pretty easy, like easy reads. They always have like a decent twist and something that keeps you interested, so I do really enjoy her books. I would maybe give it a 4. It was a little confusing because there was like there's this part at the end that you're kind of like, oh wait a minute, but like things don't add up in the rest of the story. So I don't know. I thought it was okay. It's just a little weird too because like it's about an affair that a student's having with a teacher, which I know happens, but just like it's not something that should probably be like written about so much because it is such a problem in the United States. But who knows? That's just me. I did still like the book though because Freida McFadden she knows how to write, you know? She knows how to bring in the reader and make a good story. My next goal is to do a date night every single month, and we did a couple actually. We've both been into golfing lately, so we did go to the golf range and then get ice cream after, which is like, getting ice cream is my favorite thing in the world. And then we have gone golfing a few times, just the 2 of us, a round of 9. So that's been really fun. It's something nice that we can do together and like go out and do instead of just what we normally would do, which is like sit on the couch and watch TV. And then we also did a spontaneous dinner night 2 weeks ago, I don't know, which was really nice because like we are on a budget, so we try not to go out to eat too much. So I do think it's really important to spend quality time with your significant other. But my next goal was just to get a new tattoo, which I did. And I have a vlog on that on YouTube, so if you do want to check that out. I traveled all the way to New York City to get a new tattoo. Then my next section of goals is my health goals. these goals are challenging for me just because of like my past history of relationships with food and whatnot. But I do want to try to lose some weight. I've been trying for a little bit, just in a very healthy way. It's a little harder than I thought, and with my schedule and everything for work, it's not optimal for me to get in my workouts or even just walk. Like, and I know that sounds like excuses, which it probably is a little bit, but like, honest to God, truly, I get up at like 5 a.m. and I don't get home until about 5 p.m. So by the time like I get home, I'm just like done and exhausted, and then like eat dinner, edit videos, or even just watch like an episode of something, and then it's like time to go to bed. That's during the week. So I'm trying to just be more mindful of everything, like mindful of what I'm eating, what I'm focusing on, like less processed foods, and getting like slightly more movement in. Like, now that the weather's nicer too, I really enjoy going on walks on my lunch break at work. But then it gets a little tricky too, because I'm also going back for my master's degree, so during lunch I also tend to work on some of my schoolwork so that I can get it done and not have to do it when I'm at home. Basically, I haven't been losing any weight. I've been maintaining, which is totally fine, but my goal pretty much every month, I always say like I want to lose 2 pounds, and I never really do. I either stay the same or like lose a pound, and then like next month I'll probably be right back to where I was. But we're just trying our best, and like I said, taking it one day at a time, trying to just stay positive and focus on making better choices. Going off of that, my next goal is to make one new meal every single month, and I do really enjoy this goal because it helps keep me, I don't know, helps keep me creative and enjoy cooking a little bit more, because I don't really enjoy cooking. When I have like new recipes to try, it actually gets me a little bit more excited to try things. I made a chicken bacon ranch pasta, and that was very good. And then we made these In-N-Out burger bowls. Those were so good. If you see, like, you can probably look that up on like TikTok or something. Like, those recipes are really good. Very, very good. I highly suggest those. And it's easy and very healthy. My newest change to my goals was to limit drinking alcohol to 2 days during the month, and I only drank 1 day, so that was really good for me. I always say this, not that I have a problem with drinking, it's more just about how I feel after, and truly just, I don't know, all the health benefits of like not drinking alcohol. In my growing age, my body just can't handle it anymore. Like, truly stay away from it as much as possible. All right, finally moving on to the content creation section. This is usually my favorite section, but it was not this month. I did a very, very poor job at reaching my goals this month for content creation. I felt very unmotivated, and like something was off with me. The vibes were off, and I wasn't feeling inspired or anything. Like, my content wasn't very good, and it showed. So always my first goal is to make like $100 more each month. My goal for May was to make $500, and I did not. I was not very close at all. I separated it into like the streams of income from this, and I made $49.68 from the TikTok shop. That's definitely a good tool for people. I just think that like there's creators who only do TikTok shop and that works for them, but I don't want that to be like me, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be promoting TikTok shop things all the time. It's just not the kind of creator that I want to be. But if I do use a product and it happens to be linked in the TikTok shop, then I will link it so that potentially I could get commission on it. That's what that is from. And then I only made $73.27 from the creator program, which again, that varies so much, and that's based on views and qualified videos and all that. So that was not very good. I like to be closer to like at least $300, but I would definitely like to be more in like the thousands for that. And then I didn't get paid any brand deals this month either. I always have this goal to post at least once a day on TikTok, and honestly, I actually think it was worse than this. Usually I put like how many days I missed, and I put 5 on here. I definitely think it was more because I kind of stopped even like keeping track in the middle of the month towards the end of the month, because like I said, I just really was not feeling it. I was not very motivated. I was not inspired. I feel like all my content is like the same right now, and it's just very dry, and I'm not getting the views that I want. So then I kind of like stop, which is like it's the opposite of what you should be doing, really. You just need to keep posting, but like obviously when your videos aren't doing well, it sometimes makes you want to give up. But one goal that I did reach was to post 5 YouTube videos, because again, I don't know why, right now I'm really into YouTube videos. I just think like YouTube's a really fun platform, and I've been really into it lately, and like watching other creators YouTubes. So it's the longevity of YouTube is far greater than potentially TikTok. Like I don't know, and like you gain more of a community on YouTube than TikTok. So anyway, I ended up posting 6 videos. A lot of work though, because editing YouTube videos is a lot of work, and I've also kind of been trying to edit them a little bit better and like learn something new every time I post a video, so that they are getting better every time. And then my next goal was to reach 750 YouTube subscribers. When I'm posting this, I have reached that, but at the end of May I only had 693. So I went from 508 to 693, which is pretty good. I'll take it. I just like to set like these ambitious goals so that I feel like accomplished. Also, these goals are so that I can potentially get monetized, because you need 1,000 subscribers to be monetized. So I'm really trying to get to that as quickly as I can. But I was a little bit short this month on my YouTube subscriber goal, but that's okay. And then TikTok followers, I did want to try to reach 75,000 followers, and I actually lost like 300 followers. Again, this has been like kind of a common theme the last few months. Like obviously I'm gaining some followers, but I'm losing some as well, and I think it's just because when I originally gained like 30,000 followers in a very short amount of time, I think it's just some of those people realizing that my content is not for them, and that's totally okay. But again, like I was saying too, like some of my videos aren't getting as many views, so getting any new followers, it's just people probably who've been following me and then being like, oh my god, this girl's annoying. Yeah, so I'm still trying to get my follower count up there on TikTok, but again, TikTok is very unpredictable. You can either have viral video after viral video after viral video, or you can get 200 views. So we will see. Trying to find a strategy, post content that I enjoy, and those are my goals. Those were my content goals. Again, I feel like I did okay. I do wish my content goals were a little bit better, but again, this just helps keep me accountable and look at this and be like, okay, so again, like I was saying, obviously it correlates, right? Like I wasn't feeling inspired, I wasn't feeling motivated, and it shows. It shows in my follower counts, it shows in my posting and all that. So it should spark something in me to be like, okay, let's come up with a plan. Let's like start planning out our content, brainstorming new ideas. Hopefully we can get back on track for these goals. So I'll end this video just going quickly through my June goals. I have a little bit less goals this month than previous, just because we are away for a whole week for a honeymoon. So I just feel like there's just like a lot less time for me to focus on some of these goals, so it's totally okay. It's okay to take a step back and relax and enjoy your life instead of focusing always on what's next and what you're doing and go and numbers and goals. So anyway, with that being said, my goals for June and my finance goals is to save $350 towards our house fund, pay $400 at least. These are like at least numbers, at least $400 towards my car, and then I want to put $1,000 towards my credit card debt. Then personal goals, I want to read at least 2 books and have a date night. I guess I'm probably just counting our honeymoon as our date night, because like we're gonna be spending a whole week of quality time together, but I think that that's quite sufficient for a date night. Actually, I might even raise my book count to like 3 or 4, because I do read a lot on vacation, and I'll bring my Kindle, so I'll have plenty of time to read. I love reading on vacation. Health goals, honestly, I should probably just take that one off, especially if I'm going on vacation at the end of the month. I always put want to lose 2 pounds. I'll leave it. Will I lose 2 pounds? Maybe not. And then I do also still want to cook one new meal. Hopefully I will. The time is running out, so that one actually might not get fulfilled this month. Lastly, my content goals. I do want to try to make $600 from social media. My template for this was like January $100, February $200, and so forth. So I am sticking to that. Even though I didn't reach my goal last month, I still want to try to reach the goal and continue on the pattern to reach these goals. So I do want to make $600, and then I decreased my TikTok posting requirements to only 5 times a week, because I've been trying to post once a day on TikTok for months now, and I cannot do it. Like, there's always at least 1 day or 2 days that I just truly don't feel like it and don't have content ideas. So we're gonna give ourselves some grace and do 5 times a week, especially when I'm on vacation. Like, I feel like I'm not gonna want to post all the time. And then I do still want to post 4 YouTube videos. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna have to take a break when I go on vacation, because I'm not at that level yet where I can be that many videos ahead or plan to edit that many videos by the time we leave, you know, so that they're scheduled to go live. A lot of good YouTubers can do that, but I don't think I'm at that level yet where I'll have the videos ready to go, but that's okay. So we'll still try to do 4 videos. And then I set a pretty lofty goal for my YouTube subscribers, because I was around, what, 700 at the end of May. And again, to get monetized, you need other things too, but one of the requirements is to have 1,000 subscribers. So I just was like, you know what? Let's go full force. Let's go all the way. Let's try to get 1,000 and see what we can do. We'll be close, I think. I definitely want to try and push myself on TikTok a little bit, just to gain a little bit more followers, because I've been stuck at like this 72,000 for a few months. And I really want to set the goal to hit 75,000 and get there. So yeah, those are the goals for June. We'll see how we do. And again, as always, I will come back and post another video, tell you guys, give you guys updates. We'll go through, see how I did. I will see you guys in the next video.